Hey everyone, wanted to go over real quick what my group is doing for the first dice mechanic on P9S. There's multiple strategies running around right now, and one thing that a few of us in our group mentioned was that it seems like half of the JP strat and half of the Oppo strat we really like, but we don't like the other half so much. So like in the Oppo's case, we really like defamation. JP strat we really like the what they do with the red dice, but not so much the other way around. So I was curious whether you can do both. It seemed like probably not. Turns out, actually, yeah, you can absolutely just do both, essentially strats. So the first orientation I'll show here is cardinal, orbs, and walls moving southwest. So you got 1, 3, 5, 7. Um, got your red dots here. I'm keeping those the same for both orientations, but you know it can be whatever. It's random. And I'll just flip through this real quick without going into too much detail about the various strats, but you'll recognize parts of each strat if you're familiar with what's going around. So first you just move to your groups. The red dots are moving in between 5 and 7. This is how JP Strat does them. And then your people who are unmarked are going to go behind 1. You can stay in melee range here, but yeah, generally you're going to be at the wall behind 1 until he goes untargetable if you're unmarked going in. That is Oppo Strat. So rotating clockwise for the defamation people who are unmarked still. The one who's marked stays at the wall. The 2 red dice goes back away from the group. 4 and 8 stay where they are in the little safe spot. 6 starts heading over towards where the orb is going to get kicked, where the tower is going to be. So this is them soaking the orb, everything blowing up, everybody's in position. The second defamation mark has gone out at this point, and our third and fourth defamations are still running clockwise. Okay, this is the next kick. Defamations are staying where they are, essentially. 2 and 6 go back to the little safe spot. 8 is going to get ready to soak the tower here, and 4 is now moved back to the wall. They do their thing. The only thing to watch for here, this 4th defamation person, the only one who hasn't been marked yet, don't run too quickly or too close to the wall while this is happening. You have more than enough time. You don't need to move until you've been marked, really. So you can just chill by this wall here. If you want to move early, you can. Just make sure that you're not in range of the 4 explosion that's going to happen here. Okay. This is the part where, well, really, these 2 steps are the part where you want to be a little careful. I mean, and this is really the same as just doing JP strat in general, is that the red dice group needs to haul after this second explosion. So as soon as this second explosion is happening in second tower, red dice people should probably be popping sprint, all of them, and then you're going to cross over. So since they were at 4 before, they're now going to 2 northeast, just out of the range of this AoE. That's the reason why you kind of want to have sprint there. Similar for 6, they need to get moving to the wall. They are moving from the safe spot. They can cheat more, but they can certainly be further up and probably should be at that point. And then sprinting across. The other 2 are coming back here. Your defamations who went already, they're just going to chill with the red group. And pretty much smooth sailing after that. This is the last one. Get your tower, get your explosions, and then you're done. Here's the other orientation. I'll link the toolbox in the comments just so that you can kind of flip through it, but I won't explain this here. Just flip through. Should look exactly the same except for everybody's running counterclockwise, and of course, it's inner card instead of cardinal, but the same in theory. And done. This seems to work pretty well for us. I also get that after a few days of people learning one specific strat, it's not particularly enjoyable to learn another one. However, for people who are familiar with both, this may feel very nice.